Third method is monetary and non-monetary girls. So here in monetary and non-monetary, the balance sheet items are divided into monetary and non-monetary items first. Okay, monetary items, current assets and all liabilities are recorded at the current rate. Okay, inventories and fixed assets are recorded at historical rate in non-monetary items, girls. Understand carefully, the balance sheet items are divided into monetary items and non-monetary items. Monetary items are those all the liabilities and the current assets are recorded at monetary, girls. Monetary means current rate or a post change rate. Non-monetary items, inventories and fixed assets are recorded at historical rate, girls. So here what are all the current rate? Monetary items are recorded at current rate. So here current assets are recorded at current rate 57.14. Okay, I am saying fixed assets and inventories are non-monetary. Inventory non-monetary, fixed assets non-monetary, goodwill also non-monetary, girls. Okay, current liabilities, current rate, recorded at current rate. I said all liabilities, right? All liabilities. So this is going to be a, no, I am not going to write this. I am going to balance the figure. So historical rate here, total this, subtract this. $357.13. $99.99. Temporal method, girls. It is same as monetary and non-monetary. Just the inventories which are mentioned as a market value, here we are recorded at a historical rate. Here we are going to record at a current rate. Only the difference is that remaining all will be the same, girls. Okay. So what are current rate? What all we are recording at a current rate means 57.14. Current assets, inventories are recorded at current rate because it is a market value. So 114.29. Remaining all same, girls. This is going to be a balancing figure. $338.09. Subtract, girls, I added. I'm getting 80.95, total 338.09. Okay, like this you are going to do. Okay, once again I am repeating, current rate, we all know current, all the current liability, all the items of a balance sheet and income statements are recorded at current rate, same. Okay, current and non-current, current items are recorded at current rate, non-current items are recorded at historical rate. So here what all we recorded is historical rate, fixed assets, inventories we are recorded at. Okay, just cross check that what all we recorded at current rate and what all we recorded at a current historical rate guys. Okay, historical rate. Okay, historical rate, share capital, retained earnings is the difference. Okay, this is also historical rate. Write a HR for your understanding purpose I am doing guys. Historical rate, this is a current rate, inventories. Okay, according to the theory we are going to do these sums guys. Okay, historical rate, current rate, historical rate, current rate, yes, we know monetary and non-monetary, all liabilities are recorded at current rate only. Okay, all liabilities and current assets are recorded at current rate. Okay, remaining inventories and fixed assets are recorded at historical rate, and goodwill also a non-monetary item. Temporal method, same as monetary and non-monetary, only the inventories which is recorded at market value, if they mention market value we are going to record it at a current rate. Only the difference is that if it is not there, the market value is not mentioned, that time we are going to take a historical rate only. Now the remained, what else we need to calculate here? Translation loss or gain we are calculating here. How to calculate guys? Concentrate guys. How we are going to calculate translation loss or gain? Okay, write down for your understanding purpose. Translation loss or gain is calculate the difference between the calculated retained earnings minus historical retained earnings guys. Okay, calculated retained earnings minus historical rate retained earnings guys. Okay, 4 methods we are going to do, only for a 4 methods. For this 4 we are going to calculate. Okay guys, how to do I will show you. 57.15 retained earnings guys, these are the retained earnings, means balancing figure. Retained earnings 57.15 minus historical rate retained earnings, I am saying 66.66. Here 57.13 minus 66.66. 99.99 minus 66.66. Okay, 80.95 minus 66.66. If you are getting in a minus sign, it is a loss. If you are getting in a plus sign, it is gain guys. So we'll see. Minus means instead of putting a minus sign, write in a bracket. here gain. Two nine. So conclusion, girls, you need to write a conclusion based on this. Conclusion, what you are going to write is these both are in a loss, these both are in a gain, right? It is found that, write a sentence, girls. Current rate and non-current rate methods yield translation loss, while other two, you can mention the names also, while the other two methods yield translation gain on account of rupee depreciate. Okay, rupee depreciate हुआ तो इस they will earn some gain, girls. Okay, we have seen export अगर rupee बढ़ गया तो we need to spend more money to buy inputs like that. So this is all what about is, if you read the question, the parent company in the US, so Indian subsidiary is transferring these amounts to US. Calculation of translation loss or gain to the US parent company. Okay, guys.